Brendan and Pedro at the Nascar Speedpark for number 2 Wild Rides and Adventures with Pedro. Alright Pedro, you ready to do this? The other day I told you if we went to the Jeep Invasion, I would take you to Nascar Speedpark Smoky Mountains, and tomorrow will be the day, weather permitting. It's not cheap though, it's $27.99, but you do get a $2 discount if you order your tickets online. There are 8 tracks. Smoky Mountain Speedway, which is a quarter-mile D track, the Competitor, which is an oval track, the Intimidator, Slideway, Family 500, Young Champion, the Qualifier, and Baby Bristol. But we run into that height problem again because even the smallest Baby Bristol, you have to be 36 inches tall to ride. But maybe they'll let you go tandem and we can ride together. Besides that, they have bumper cars, arcades, rock climbing walls, and much, much, much more. So until tomorrow, and we'll give it a shot, and we'll see if he loses his sombrero. Between racetrack adventures, you can cool off in the racetrack pits and refuel at their snack bar. You can play video games, climb a rock wall, and challenge other drivers in their indoor bumper cars. For those race car fans who are at least 36 inches tall, the Baby Bristol racetrack was designed for the youngest of the race car drivers. Say hi to Pedro's cousin Nathan as he races by. The Competitor is a short oval track with high banking and sharp turns. These turns cause many of the more experienced drivers to spin out. Drivers must be at least 54 inches tall, so Pedro had to team up with his cousin Brendan for this ride. As you can see, Brendan and Lindsay far in the lead with me following up in my Hawaiian shirt. I don't think they believed me when I told them that I was letting them win to keep up their morale. Nathan, Pedro, and I buckled in tight as we prepared to take on the twisty turns of the Slideways track. I needed to hold on to the steering wheel much tighter as Pedro and I maneuvered around the longer 750-foot Slideways track with as many twists and turns. The speed of the tracks made video recordings much more difficult and resulted in my camera taking pictures of a lot of clouds. Another spin out. It was Mary's turn at the wheel as she and Nathan took on the Young Champions track. After the race, Nathan remarked that there was at least one go-kart who didn't pass them by. It's hard to believe as you're watching this above segment that you will be warned that bumping is prohibited. Nathan thought he'd take a try at the Qualifier Track. He must be 44 inches tall to pilot through this course. In the meantime, Lindsay and Brendan decided to try a more challenging course, the Intimidator, a track so tough it was named after Dale Earnhardt. You must be 54 inches tall to drive on this course. The announcement came that the speedway is closing in 10 minutes. We're all heading into the pits and heading home for the day. Well, Pedro, these wild rides and adventures of yours are very challenging due to your short height. The first ride we went on, the Competitor, even after adding leg extensions, you're still too short to reach the gas and the brake pedals. Well, you need to thank your cousins, Lindsay, Nathan and Brendan, for taking you on the rides. We did get one ride together, though, on the Slideways. And as a guest driver, you seemed to enjoy it well. It was challenging to take the video as it was bumpy and shaky, and we took a lot of pictures of clouds. But we got through your adventure. You went on a few rides with your cousins, and unfortunately didn't get to drive one yourself. This is used for Outdoorstaycations, Look forward to see you on our next Wild Rides and Adventures with Pedro. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, follow us, and safe journeys. Pedro and I want to give a special shout out to Lindsay, Brendan, and Nathan, who just began their own full-time RVing adventures as homeschoolers. Please check them out on the YouTube channel, Learning As We're Living, and it's also on Instagram.